Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the promo for the Ludic Wrestle League for our first week of matches here tonight. I'm Anthony Cassidy.
I am Johnny Colombo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this promo of this week's upcoming matches. Anthony, tell the folks what's coming.
Well, thanks, Johnny. Our first match of the night that's going to happen, folks, is going to be Jack Johnston versus Antiochus Maximus. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about Jack Johnston. Jack Johnston, hailing from the Wild West, standing 6 foot, 287 pounds. It's no wonder they call him the Cowboy. Now, one of his things you got to watch out for is a few of his moves here, Johnny. And we're talking about his signatures and then his finishers. His signature move, bucking his, he likes to call it, and you'll know it once you see him lifting up his opponent and then slamming them down on the ground. And then, of course, you have his finisher, which is the Cowboy Sharpshooter, which is the Sharpshooter submission move, which can be one deadly move. And then, of course, you can't forget Jack Johnston's finisher from the top rope, the Cowboy Dive. Johnny, what does Antiochus Maximus look like for his matchup? What's his moveset? Where's he from? Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, you got to understand, the Gladiator, it plays no games. Hailing from Athens, Greece, standing at 6 foot nothing, 220 pounds. He is a dynamo of Greek power. His signature moves are variations of bombs, all kinds of power bombs, a crucifix bomb because he doesn't play by anybody's rules. Not even Christ. Don't forget the Anton Flex, because he had to be clever and name one after himself. The one thing Johnston has to worry about is that Maximus Buster. That's a headlock from hell, and I swear to you, he won't know what's coming if he gets it in.
No, Johnny, he will not. That Maximus Buster is one tough cookie. Moving on to our next match of the night, Johnny, we have Goose Gordon versus Prom Wolf. Now, Goose Gordon, ladies and gentlemen, stands 5'10", weighing 333 pounds, hailing from Omaha, Nebraska. And boy, nicknamed the Goon, and you'll know why. He's kind of a goofy-looking guy, but boy, once you get him in the ring, he'll hurt you. He'll hurt you bad. With the Goon here, what you have to worry about is his Goon boots. And boy, you'll know it once you see it. It's more of a discus big boot, meaning he spins around, gains some momentum, gains some powers, and slams his huge 333-pound foot in your face. Right in the face, Columbo. You have that right. Now his finisher move there is the Omaha Rolls. And boy, you'll know it once you see that gut-wrench suplex combo. And of course, you always have to watch out for his ace in the hole, which is the Oklahoma Drill. And you'll know it, because it's just a straight-up tackle to your midsection, all 333 pounds. Now, Columbo, tell us a little bit about Prom Wolf.
Prom Wolf stands at a massive 6'11", 353 pounds of solid Amazonian godliness. He hails from the Amazon. He's known as the Witch Doctor. He's the signature moves that his opponent's going to have to look out for is a tremendous Amazon axe kick. It chops down trees, cherry and other kinds. It's unbelievable. The Amazonian slam, it's delectable. He slams these people like there's no tomorrow. He slams them like he's piling down trees. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. His finisher, he leans into his Witch Doctor ways. He enchants them and leads it into a wolf stomp where he tramples on their head. It's gruesome fight. We're going to be in for it with this round, aren't we, Anthony?
Boy, aren't we ever, Columbo. Moving on to our next match of the night. Sutton Slater, known as the Squire, versus Express. Now, Sutton Slater, again, nicknamed the Squire, not a huge fan favorite with the crowds, so you'll probably hear a lot of booing in his corner that night. Hailing from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, signature moves include the Squire Slam, the Squire Club, and of course, he finishes off his opponents with the Squire Strike, which you'll know as a just vicious clothesline from the depths of hell, you'll think. And then, of course, if you don't hit him with that clothesline, he will hit you with the Sutton Cross, which that move is just too delightful to even try to describe. You'll have to look out for it on that night, our dear viewers. Now, Columbo, tell us a little bit about Express.
Well, this is one freight train I wouldn't have coming at me. Standing at 7 foot 1 inches tall, weighing at 141 pounds, so it's not that big of an express train, but it's still lethal just the same.
It's not the size of the freight train, Columbo. It's the motion of the commotion in the ring.
Ain't that the truth? Hailing from Madagascar, he comes with all kinds of express moves. What his opponent's going to have to look out for is an express slam, which is an unbelievable slam from somebody of this stature. And then there's the Butt Buster Express, which I can't believe we can say on the air.
Can't believe we can say it, and I can't believe that we might actually be looking at it on that night, Columbo. So moving on to our next match of the night, our fourth match, we have Salas versus Willie Williams. A lot of alliteration I've noticed within our wrestling league, Johnny.
Hey, it's like somebody who grew up on comic books named these people.
It does seem that way. Now, Salas is a 6'1", 201 pound sunshine, which is counterproductive to how his temperament is with the fans, as the fans do not care for him. You might even classify him as a heel. Now, he hails from the old country, as Salas has a few years, but a lot of experience underneath his well-adjusted belts. So this is one treacherous wrestler, I have to tell you, Columbo, with signatures that include his Sunshine Suplex, and of course, his Super Sunshine Suplex, which is on the corner there, and boy, is it ever a turnbuckle buster. Now, for his finishing moves, Willie's gonna have to look out for the Salas Face Buster and the good old-fashioned figure 4 leg lock, a staple of any old generation wrestling's finishing moves. Johnny, what does Willie Williams have to do to come over on Salas?
Well, you have to understand, our wonder boy Willie Williams comes from Hollywood, California. He stands at a menacing 6'5", 134 pounds. His signature move is a wonder calf crush, where he breaks those legs like there's no tomorrow. He's crimping iron. It's unbelievable. His tremendous finisher are wonder forearms. He puts those wonderful arms into use and smashes like there's no tomorrow.
Well, we hope there will be a tomorrow for our wrestlers, as we hope to be a long-standing wrestling league, Johnny. So hopefully not too much damage to our wrestlers.
Well, it helps that he's my sunshine. He's my only sunshine.
Moving on to our fifth match of the night, which is Sweet Darren Davis versus Hubert. And Sweet Darren Davis, a massive 7 foot 3 inch 352 pound man. But even though for his big size, he's got quite the big personality to match with it, and that's why the crowd just loves him. Hailing from New York. Boy, I love that song, Columbo.
It's a wonderful tune.
His signatures for Sweet Darren Davis, they include the Sweet Spike, the New York Bomb, and of course, finishing off with the Sweet Driver and the just straight up he calls Sweetness. So we'll have to see how those will affect his opponent Hubert, which has a massive frame as well. Is that right, John?
Oh, you gotta believe this one. You gotta see it to believe it, I should say. Hubert hails from the city of Atlantis. Can you believe that?
I thought that land was long gone, Columbo.
Turns out they surprised us. Standing at a menacing 7'4", 640 pounds. This has to be the world's largest wrestler, at least the largest wrestler in our league.
Boy, is it ever. A true clash of titans, Columbo.
It is. That's what the title of this match is going to be. This is a true clash of the titans.
Why,
you got to be out on the lookout for his Hubert Bomb, which is a giant elbow drop power bomb. A Hubert tile driver. He just puts Hubert in front of all these things because he's that self-absorbed. Biggest thing you got to look out for is that finisher, the Atlantis drop. It is an elbow drop from the depths of the seas. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable. This is probably going to be the match to stay for, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay with us for that. So moving on to our next match, we have Casey Carter versus Yuri Yamashita. Now for Casey Carter, stands a full 7'1", only weighs 158 pounds, so he's more of our cruiserweight, which makes this a nice cruiserweight bout between the two of our wrestlers tonight. nicknamed the Cash Man, and boy, the Cash Man just fares over with the crowd as he is one of the faces of this wrestling league for sure. Residing in Hollywood, California, because of course, someone nicknamed the Cash Man has to be from Hollywood. You have to look out for, and Yuri sure is going to be looking out for, his cash-out signature move, which is just a stiff punch to the face. And boy, that always rings anyone's register when you get hit by that. And then, of course, his finishes, Mo Money, Mo Bustin'. And boy, you'll be able to tell with a nice spine buster you'll see. Hopefully Yuri doesn't see, because Yuri's going to be looking for this match. Isn't that right, Columbo?
That's right. The samurai himself, standing at 5'10", weighing in at 204 pounds, hailing from Imperial Japan. Because he's a time traveler, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. What his opponent has to look out for this in his match is all kinds of judo throws. Have you ever been on the end of a judo throw? I have. It's not pleasant. His samurai chops are something to behold, contain a multitude of power unforeseen in these lands. It's unbelievable. His finishes are a dynasty strike, powerful chops. I don't know what I'm saying.
Just
I'm having a stroke.
Powers and towers, for sure.
Powers and towers. What's next on this docket, Anthony?
What's next on the docket, Johnny, is our 7th match of the night, which is one I am greatly looking forward to, which is Snake versus Rojo Loco. Now, this matchup, Johnny, is definitely going to be in our cruiserweight division, even maybe so bringing a call to some of the lucha libre of yore, as both of these fighters really know how to fly high and tough in the ring. So Snake stands 6'1", 205 pounds, is definitely not a crowd favorite. He just poisons the crowd, most definitely, with his bad temperament, his disrespectful temperament as it is. But he does hail from the Amazon, and not the .com, folks. We're talking about the Amazon forest. His signatures include the Serpent Death Drop and the Snake Strike. But boy, it's the finishers that Rojo Loco is going to have to look out for, which is the Serpent Stab and the Snake Spike. Ooh, those sound pretty vicious.
Not as vicious as the man, the myth, the legend, Rojo Loco. Hailing from Mexico City, standing at 5'11", a solid 133 pounds. He comes with pile drivers. He uses those legs, he uses those arms, and he drives them piles. He's got a crazy knee, literally. It calls it his loco knee. He can't control it. It does dangerous things in this ring. It's a sight to behold, ladies and gentlemen. The magical finishes of this wonderful, wonderful man is the Rojo de Loco, which is a cutter. I don't know what that means. I think it means it does something from the ropes. I imagine it's going to be spectacular. Join us in viewing it. I'm not going to say his other move because I can't pronounce it in this accent.
That's quite all right, Columbo. You don't need to pronounce these moves when you can just witness the beautiful art that goes on in the ring when he actually hits those moves. Our second to last match of the night is Flash Franklin versus Crush Cruz, moving over to our women's division here in the Ludic Wrestle League. And Flash Franklin, boy, you don't want to get near this girl Dynamite. She is standing 5'9", 191 pounds, and she is a crowd favorite on this division. Hailing from Jersey City, New Jersey, you might know her from her old mixed martial arts days, and she brings that into the ring and just out-techniques her opponents, typically speaking. Her signatures include the Dynamite Buster and the Flash Roll, but she finishes up her matches with the Dynamic Armbar and the Flash Rush. Boy, that Dynamic Armbar will be a lot for Crush Cruz to handle, as Flash Franklin typically does not have anyone kick out of that move. They typically tap out and tap out quickly. Columbo, tell us a little bit about Crush Cruz and what she has to do to take on Flash Franklin.
I think Franklin is in for a fight of her life, I'll tell you that much. Standing at 6'3", 139 pounds, the Claw herself, Crush Cruz, hailing from Kenya. The moves Franklin's going to have to look out for is a Kenya Exploder, which is an explosive suplex out of the ring, into the ring, all over the ring, into the crowd. It's unbelievable. You have to see it. Now her signature moves are these claw slams. She just grabs, she holds, and she slams like nobody's business.
That she doesn't, Columbo. And that takes us, ladies and gentlemen, to our main event of the night, which
the main event.
The main event. The huge match you've all been waiting for, and that's going to be from our women's division in the tag team division, as it's Dynamite, Dizzy Dixon, Quick Draw, Quinn Romy, and that's going to be against the tag team of Ivy Youngblood and Frost Love. Now for Dynamite Dizzy Dixon and Quick Draw Quinn Romy, their tag team name, if you can believe it, is High Voltage. And boy, does that name have so much merits if you've seen them wrestle, as they are quick, they are dynamite, and they know how to just finish off matches. Now, Quick Draw, she hails from Queens, New York, and is a loyal tag team partner to her partner, meaning there should not be any treachery going on for that night. What you have to look out for when she's in the ring is the Quinn effect and the High Voltage leg drop. But she finishes off, if it's just on her own one-on-one, typically with the Quick Draw face plant and the High Voltage twist. Now you'll have to look out for Dizzy Dixon gets into the ring, and that's Dynamite Dizzy Dixon, standing at 6'2", 103 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And boy, with her Dizzy Bomb that you'll see jumping off that top rope onto her opponents, that's one finisher she does by herself. But Johnny, what we're going to be looking for is that tag team finisher, High Voltage, named after the team. And boy, that extreme combination is one to behold.
That is unbelievable. Now, this tag team is literally vicious and delicious. Ivy Youngblood and Frost Love. They are a brutal tag team. Frost Love herself, the boss, stands at a wonderful 5'9", weighing in at 138 pounds, hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio. She get her signature move, the cold shoulder. It is the coldest of shoulders, and I should know. Her finishes, the Frost Crossface. And one mighty submission, one few people want to find themselves in. Maybe a few do. I don't know. You do you. Her other finisher is a Frost Fall, which is an unbelievable flip power bomb. It is a mighty, mighty fall. Now, her partner, Ivy Youngblood, the Wild Thing herself, stands at a powerful 5'5", weighing in at 132 pounds. Alien from Miami, Florida. I just got excited, folks. You gotta understand, I'm so excited for this match. Her signature
the main
moves
event,
are
Columbo. Of course you're excited. The main event, the King's Ransom of the night.
That's right, and these signature moves are a King's Ransom, I'll tell you that much. Now, Ivy Youngblood's signature moves, she has a wild boot, ladies and gentlemen. She washes those faces of her opponents with those boots from coast to coast, and it's unbelievable. Her finishing move is a wild backbreaker. She puts in her work as a chiropractor. It's unbelievable. Now, what you gotta look out for is that tag team finisher, the Frozen Blood. And my goodness, it's a thing to behold. It is vicious and delicious, if I do say so myself. Anthony?
And boy, is it ever delicious, yet vicious. So folks, thank you for coming into our promo tonight of the Ludic Wrestle Lounge. And boy, are we going to have 9 exciting matches that night. So join us live on Twitch, live under the Ludic Lounge. You'll see us, you'll hear us, you'll be a part of the action. For Johnny Colombo, I'm Anthony Cassidy. Good fights! And even better nights.